Starting with the greatest name of Almighty Allah, who is the most merciful, gracious, beneficial, and the creator of whole universe. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Today we have touched public international law and topic named Chicago Conference and the 5 freedoms of aviation. References: Public International Law, Mansour Boghaus. After Paris Conference of 1919 and Havana Convention, this is the third landmark conference in the history of development of civil aviation. It was said that what to move, what to fly, how to fly, from where to fly, these all the things were settled in this conference. On account of the vast technical development and consequent increase in aviation, new problems relating to the freedom of air navigation arose, and all the problems were settled by this conference. The conference was convened at Chicago, United States of America in 1944. Before it, a conference named Paris Convention was constituted or drafted, but the United States was not the party of that. So this is the Chicago Convention or conference was the first conference which was also what we can say sponsored by United States of America. In this conference, which was represented by 40 states, deliberations regarding governing commercial air traffic rights and similar navigational matters were carried on. In this conference, the USA sponsored what is known as the 5 freedoms of the air. 5 freedoms of air were sponsored in this. According to the doctrine of 5 freedoms of air, the airlines of each state were to have the following rights. Which rights? Let's see. First is to fly across foreign territory. To fly across foreign territory without landing. Let's see an example. Guys, for example, this is state A, this is B, and this is C. The aeroplane of this state wants to go to state C, but it cannot directly go there because of any climatic changes or any obstacle. So it goes from B to state C. So in this first freedom, it said that every aeroplane, any what we can say aircraft of any originating state is a state in which the aeroplane is made or it is concerned. So this is in this freedom it is said that any aeroplane from originating state can go to its destination by going from any other state, by going from the superjacent spaces of that state, above that state. So any aeroplane can move from any state's skies to the destination. So this is simply said in the first freedom. And the second freedom is to land for non-traffic purposes, technical, for example refueling or there's any engine problems. So let's see an example. Now for example, the aeroplane of state A wants to go to C from B, means A, state B and state C. The aeroplane of state A wants to go to C, but from or over the skies of state B. So it said that in this freedom that that aeroplane can land also in state B for the technical purposes, for example refueling or any problem in engine or any pilotic problem, any technical problem, they can land in that state also. So this is simply said in the second freedom. Now third one is to disembark in a foreign country. Disembark simply means to remove something or to throw something. For example, the passengers are thrown away or passengers are removed away from the car, bus or any aeroplane. So to disembark in a foreign country, traffic originating in the state of origin of the aircraft. And let's see an example. For example, the aeroplane of state A is full of the passengers of state A And now if it's going to state B for disembarking all the passengers in state B, so according to the third freedom, it has the right, it has the freedom, it has the power to disembark, to remove all the passengers, all traffic in their state B, simply. So this is simply mentioned, said in third freedom. Now the fourth one is to pick up a foreign country traffic destined for the state of origin of the aircraft. This is simply the vice versa or against the third freedom. In the third freedom, the passengers from originating state is going to the state B, while in this the passengers from the foreign state, for example state B, are going to the what we can say similar or the originating state. Simply, let's see an example. For example, the passengers are present in state B and they want to come in the originating state. This is originating state of aircraft. If aircraft has gone to this state and now that aeroplane is taking all the passengers in that aeroplane, and that aeroplane is now coming back to the originating state and all the passengers are foreign passengers. Okay, so this is all about the fourth freedom. Now the fifth one is to carry traffic between two foreign countries. Let's see example. This freedom, it is said that, for example, the aeroplane or the aircraft of state A is present in state C, and that aircraft is taking the passengers from state C, and now it's going, that aeroplane is going to state B, and from there it is also taking the passengers, and after taking all the passengers from state B and C, now it's coming back to the originating state. This is simply said in the fifth freedom. So this was to carry traffic between two foreign countries. So these were all the 5 freedoms of aviation. Only first 2 freedoms were supported by the majority of the states, just only 2. Okay guys, thank you. Here the topic ends. These were all the 5 freedoms mentioned and said by me in this lecture. Thank you. Khuda Hafiz. Don't forget to like, subscribe and give view also. Bye, and don't forget to share.